Hi guys, and welcome to my new video. Today I will be updating you how I'm doing after giving birth to my son 6 weeks ago. So it's a postpartum 6-week update featuring Dee Dee, this little man. Hello. Okay, slight wardrobe change because my son has just been sick all over me, which was the first time ever. I don't know what happened. So anyway, as I was saying, he was jaundice when he came out of the hospital. We literally came out 12 hours after he was born. Or maybe not 12, yes, 13 hours after he was born, which was really good because I hate staying in hospitals. But he was a little bit jaundiced, so my midwife told me to feed him on demand, which was about every 2 hours for about a week, which wasn't great. And I have to say that I did feel down. I didn't tell anyone because, you know, I wanted to enjoy my new baby and my family and everything, but yes, I did feel a little bit down and tired, and you know, I was literally going on the adrenaline because I was exhausted, but I just kept on going. You just have to, especially that I had a 3-year-old to look after as well. And then after the jaundice was gone, so I flushed it out with my breast milk, he was fine, and we started getting into a routine. So I started feeding him every 3 hours during the day and then on demand during the night, which at the beginning was probably every 4 hours. We put the kids both to bed at the same time, so we used to put him down at 8, the same as his sister, and then we would feed him every 4 hours. But then when he was about 3 weeks old, he started going from 8 o'clock until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I would feed him, then change him, and he would be going up until probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock depending, and then from the moment he was away, like the first morning feed, from the moment he got his morning feed, I used to feed him every 3 hours up until 8 again. And now he goes from 8 till around 5 o'clock, and then he will have another feed at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then every 3 hourly again. Oh, I love you. Hello. So he's doing really well. He hasn't lost any weight whatsoever. He's developing really well. He started talking his own little language, you know, saying gaz and boos and stuff like this. Started gnawing on his hand, which makes me think that he started teething, but I'm not really sure if it's possible that early. He started smiling at us as well, which is absolutely lovely and so rewarding when he wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I say, "Oh, you naughty boy," and then he just smiles at you and everything just melts away. So I just wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, the main or the necessary thing in baby's life is muslin squares, and they look like this. I got the ones from Aden and Anais, I'm not really sure what it's called. I'm going to put the name down, but this is what it looks like. You can get them online. They've got a website. I'll put the link down to their website down below as well. So those are the muslin squares, and why I love this particular brand is that the fact that they're bigger than the normal ones. So not only I can use it as a cover up when I'm breastfeeding in public, but also it's good for like mopping up spit ups and stuff like this. Even though he doesn't have a lot of spit ups, today was the first day that he was actually sick, so I'm really not sure what happened there. And then two favorite toys that he's got at the moment, which he's fixated about, is the a little giraffe, I think it's, no, zebra from Jellycat, and it's called Skiddadle. It was my daughter's favorite toy, and we kind of recycled it for my son because she kind of lost interest in it. It has really long legs with a kind of jittery bit at the bottom, and it's black and white, and this is what babies can see. They can see like contrast in colours, so black and white he really loves, and kind of red and yellow I think as well. And then the second thing is that book. It's called Farm by, what is it? I don't know, like a soft baby book, and it basically has red and black and white colours all over. So this is what it looks like, and he really loves staring at it. He loves his bouncer, I think he suffers from a bit of a silent reflux, so after I breastfeed him, I think he likes being more upright, so we normally put him in a bouncer, bouncing obviously after burping, and he seems pretty content there. And he also kind of can look around his surroundings, you know, he can see more from a bouncer rather than just laying down. And especially when I look after his sister as well, so obviously, you know, the two can interact a little bit easier. He loves his bouncer. I do put him on the mat during the day on his belly, because I've got a cousin in Poland who is a physiotherapist that specializes in babies, and she does recommend putting babies on their belly so they can like train their muscles and everything. So I think his head is pretty strong for a 6-week-old. He can, like, he's literally holding it all by himself. He's not even resting on my chest or anything. So yes, he can move his head from left to right, and you know, kind of, yes, his head control is pretty good and pretty strong. So yes, I think this is it from, when we have been in size 2 nappies since he was born, because I was told he's going to be a very big baby. But when he was born, he was £8.13, which is slightly less than what his sister was. But we still use size 2 nappies because I like them to have a little bit of extra room around. And yes, I think this is it when it comes to update for my son. And about me, what can I say? I'm feeling much better, definitely, than the first week or two in the beginning, because I feel a little bit more alive. I know that we've got a routine now going on, which I really like as well. You know, I think routines are so important when you have children, especially when you have already one, like an older child, and then you have to look after a little baby monkey like this. So I feel much better myself. I'm pretty back to normal. My uterus have contracted really well, and kind of everything has been sucked in really well. But then now, of course, I've got a bit of a loose skin and a baby pouch, because I did not stray from a sweet or two, or like ice cream and chocolates and stuff like this. So obviously I've got a little bit of fat around me, but I'm not too bothered about it now. But I am already thinking about how I'm going to get rid of it, because I do want to get back into shape from way before I was pregnant with my daughter as well, because I did kind of let myself go having children, which is not always a good thing, but I will talk about it in another video. And so yes, I've got a bit of fat around my belly to lose, but I'm not putting myself under pressure or anything like this. I think it's just going to come in time. Oh, what is it, darling? I'm not putting myself under pressure to lose weight just yet. I know I have lost some. What have I found difficult? I suffer from post-pregnancy sweats crazy time. I was literally waking up in the middle of the night being soaked. Not all women suffer from that, but some do, and I'm the unlucky one that suffers from it. I had it with my daughter and I had it with him, but it's just your body getting rid of extra moisture. My feet were absolutely swollen in the last few weeks of pregnancy. My face was really puffy, my nose was humongous, and nobody has ever told me that. I can't believe that I looked like that, but you know, I was pregnant, so what. And yes, so I suffered post-pregnancy sweats. I just stopped bleeding after giving birth, so it has been slightly longer than with my daughter, because with my daughter I think I bled only for 4 weeks. I haven't had any... What are you doing, darling, hey? With my daughter I only had bleeding for 4 weeks. I did suffer a little bit when my milk has kicked in and my breasts were really super sensitive and super sore, but yes, but then it kind of cleared. And then I had really bad kind of cold. I was really shivery, high temperature. And then I've noticed that I have a red spot on my... it wasn't a spot, it was like a red patch on my right breast. And it was really hot to the touch, so I had to go to a GP, and it was mastitis, so I had a course of antibiotics for a week, and that has cleared it nicely, so I haven't suffered anything since then, which, you know, touch wood, obviously, I don't want to, but no, everything else is okay. I will be starting eating healthier and doing a little bit more exercise, obviously having 2 now and having to run after for almost 4-year-old. and looking after the baby is probably going to keep me fit anyway, but I will plan a little bit of an exercise regime for myself and an eating, like healthy eating regime as well. So yes, I think this is it from me when it comes to updates and things, and yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Where's this little munchkin? Is he asleep? Oh, he's a little bit asleep. Oh, my baba. I will probably update you in a month or so how my son is doing and how he's progressing, because now they reach so many milestones and they change like literally within days. There's new things that like they learn and things. Now I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Can you say bye, Thomas? Bye. Love you.